So today we're going to be talking about when to prepare yourself for breastfeeding and why should you prepare yourself for breastfeeding. So you should prepare yourself for breastfeeding when you find out you're expecting or when you're planning a baby. Yes, because some people do plan their babies. My last baby was planned. My voice is a little bit hoarse, but I promise, if you stay tuned to this video, you are going to leave with some valuable information. Welcome back to the Breastfeeding Library, where you can find the latest and greatest breastfeeding support and tips. So when planning to breastfeed, you want to involve yourself with breastfeeding support groups. If you do not have a breastfeeding environment, it's going to be very challenging. So find your breastfeeding support groups. Reach out to your local WIC office. Come right here to the Breastfeeding Library to get information. Don't go on Google. I always say don't use Google, because Google is everybody's opinions. So if you have a mom who wasn't successful, who only breastfed for 2 days or 3 days, and they had all these challenges, that's what you're going to find. So you always want to surround yourself with people that knows breastfeeding, that can support you, that can help you, that can encourage you. Don't go on Google and type in why should I breastfeed, or is breastfeeding challenging, because it's all opinions. So do not go on Google. Come right here, find your local community breastfeeding groups, go to your local WIC offices, find valuable information that's going to help you continue to breastfeed. I always say, if you breastfed 1 or 2 days or 3 days, do not listen to that person. Listen to a mom who has successfully breastfed for a whole 6 months or a whole 3 months, 2 months, or a whole, like myself, I'm going on 7 years, I think. So just, get some motivation. The next tip is preparing family members, friends, and your spouse. Your spouse is the #1 supporter. So making sure that your spouse is on the same page as you are. Do classes together. Take breastfeeding classes together. Take birthing classes together. Read together. Come right here together. Come to the Breastfeeding Library together. Tell your hubby to subscribe to my channel. Your grandma, tell them to subscribe to my channel. Your sister, tell them to subscribe to my channel. Your mother-in-law, tell them to subscribe to my channel. Your father-in-law, tell them to subscribe to my channel. Your cousin, your favorite cousin that's not sure about breastfeeding, telling you, oh, you sure you want to do that? Tell them to subscribe to my channel. So let's get back on these family members. With me, for instance, my family members, not saying that they wasn't supportive, they just wasn't educated on breastfeeding. So you want to get an environment, a breastfeeding friendly environment before the baby gets here, so that you can have that information to meet your breastfeeding goals. My family members, breastfeeding wasn't something that we did. Nobody in my family breastfed, or I'd never seen anyone breastfeed. So it was hard for my family members to help me. Only thing they knew is to drop the milk. They knew to put cabbage and tie my breast real tight and don't touch the breast and get rid of the milk. They didn't know how to help me breastfeed. So it's so important for you to find a support group or environment to help you. The last tip that I always tell every mom, you have to prepare yourself. Your mind is everything. If you don't prepare your mind, if you constantly hearing, from others that it's hard, it's challenging, you're not going to be able to do this, you're not going to be able to do that, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, and you haven't prepared your mind for, I don't care what it is, I don't care what obstacles I have to overcome, I am going to breastfeed. If you don't prepare yourself for that, it's going to be challenging. For me, I had to prepare myself with my second child. Like, I had to prepare myself. I had to prepare my mind, because my first breastfeeding journey was not successful. It was challenging. It was painful. It was everything. It was all the wrong things. Not everything, was all the wrong things. So if I would have went on my own personal experience, I would not have breastfed my second child. So I always say, prepare your mind. Even though my first breastfeeding experience was challenging, I still knew the importance of it. After the fact, I knew the importance of it, and I said, I don't care how challenging it is. I don't care. I am going to breastfeed. So I had in my mind, it doesn't matter how hard it is. I'm going to get with my support groups. I'm going to call my breastfeeding friends. I'm going to go to the WIC office where I was working at the time. Like, I was going to get help before I gave up. So just reminding yourself that, look, you can do this. I always tell everybody, your journey is your own journey. Everybody's journey is different. Some moms have a breeze with their breastfeeding journey. It's easy. Some moms have horror stories. So I always say, your journey is your journey. But with support, it's easy. It can be easy if you have someone telling you, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. This is normal. This is how the baby's supposed to behave. This is what the baby's supposed to be doing. So if you have those encouraging words and you have someone that's motivating you, most likely you are going to continue to breastfeed. So just making sure that your mind has been set. If it is challenging, I always tell my moms, breastfeeding is not the most comfortable experience at the beginning. Your body, a lot of times once we get the baby in our arms, we forget about everything that our bodies went through. The labor, the delivery, the carrying a baby for 10 months, the tossing and turning at night, the wobbling, the aches, the pains, the cramps. We forget about all of that once our babies get in our arms. We forget about the whole experience. You have to realize that your body has to heal from that experience. So your body is technically a big sore that has to heal. So when you put the baby on, of course, you're going to feel a little bit of pain. You're going to feel a little bit of pain because your body is a sore that has to heal. But I can guarantee you, from day 1 to day 5, each day your body's going to get tougher. Every time that baby latches, your body's going to get tougher. And eventually, you're not going to feel anything. If you latch a baby and you're feeling severe pain, you don't know what's going on, and it's like, you need to get help. You got to go back to your support groups. You can come right here to the breastfeeding library. You can ask me questions, but you have to get help. You got to understand it's going to be a little bit challenging. It's going to be a little challenging at the beginning, but you have to get through. I always tell moms, like, trust your body. Your body is meant to do it. Your baby is meant to do it. Put your baby at the breast, breastfeed. If you feel where you can't do it, it's severe pain, get help. I do have an OnlyFans page. So if you need one-on-one support where you want to talk to me directly to help you with your breastfeeding goals, you can reach me on the OnlyFans page where you can get one-on-one help. That page is OnlyFans, the Breastfeeding Librarian. So you can reach me there if you need that one-on-one support. I always say the library is a broad scope. So you can take these pieces and you can apply them to your breastfeeding journey and it will help you. But if you need one-on-one help, OnlyFans, the Breastfeeding Librarian. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see in the next video so that I can keep it going. And I'll see you guys next time.
Sam, what you talk about? What? What? Sam, what you talk about? What? What? You gotta pee? Okay, but what the first thing you said? I don't understand.
Me either.
Uh huh.
So you have the dog going?